You might be holding onto a $1 bill that's worth way more than face value, but only if you knew what to look for. Some of the weirdest looking creases and folds in paper money aren't actually damage. They're printing errors that happen at the Bureau of Engraving and Printing, or the BEP. These as-made errors, including folds, misalignments, shifted designs, and here's the crazy part, they don't actually count against the grade. That means a note with a dramatic fold over error could still grade as uncirculated and be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Now, before you spend or sell that odd looking dollar, let's make sure it's not a treasure in hiding. Starting with this first 2003 $1 bill, and as you can see, the condition here is not that good, which tells us that it was out there in pocket change for a very long time. But essentially, during the printing process, if you didn't know, the back of the bill is the first part of the printing process. The second part is the front of the bill, and the third and final print is going to be the overprint, which you can see the seal on the left-hand side is completely missing because this is what we call a printed fold over error. And you can see part of the seal on the back bottom right-hand side of the bill. Something like this is not easily replicable because someone would need to essentially erase the left side of the bill where the seal is and then get a fake seal stamper and stamp the back bottom right-hand side of the bill. But with a simple magnification glass and a high sheen of the bill, you should be able to tell if the bill is genuine or not. But still, it's cool to see that a bill like this was out there for quite some time before someone stowed it away and then eventually sold it for $169. That's 169 times the value of its face value of $1. Now, this next bill sold for $600. It's a 1974 $1 bill. Now, this is once again a printed fold over bill, but looking on the back of the bill, it just looks like someone got a pair of scissors and cut the bill on the left-hand side. The reality is the back of the bill got printed, the front of the bill got printed, and then it got folded over, and the third and final print got printed on there, which is why you see the seal and the serial number on top of the back of the bill on the front right-hand side. It's a bit of a crazy error, but it sold for $600. Now, once again, back of the bill looks completely normal, outside of the fact that the top left corner looks like it's cut off. Going over to the front of the bill, you can see it's folded over and printed on. That's why this 1969 $1 bill sold for $630. Now, this is a pair of two $1 bills. Now, something very important you guys must understand, this is a very cool type of error, and I'm going to educate you guys really quickly. So first of all, there is a thing called a plate position. On these bills, it's located on the bottom right-hand side and the top left side. You want to be looking at the one on the bottom right-hand side. You can see one of them has a small FW before the plate position, which is that small letter and number combination. For that, you see the FW, which means this bill was printed at the Fort Worth, Texas facility, and the bottom bill has the same thing except there's no FW before it. Now, specifically, 2013 New York issue, which is a star note, that is the combination you need to look for. So where it says Series 2013, that is number one to look for. Number two is look for the large letter B on the left-hand side. That means it was issued for the District of New York. And the last thing you want to look for is a star at the end of the serial number, which means it is a replacement note. Now, if you have not noticed already, this is a duplicate serial number error. Essentially, what happened is Fort Worth, Texas and Washington, D.C. accidentally used the same serial number range, which is a huge mistake and never ever really happens, because essentially that is a huge mistake when it comes to the bookkeeping and accounting of how many bills are being printed. In reality, a duplicate amount of bills got printed and they were not accounted for because they have the same serial numbers in that range. So what's so cool about these bills is, first of all, if you find one alone, it's worth good money. But if you find a pair like this where you have the identical serial numbers, these two notes sold for $2,520. So again, alone, one of these $1 bills is worth $10, $15, $20, $25. Now, a way that you can find your pair is by looking on eBay. This is what we recommend you do because, again, $10 to $25 for one of the bills, but if you find the matching pair, it can be worth thousands of dollars just like this pair is. So go on eBay, type in 2013 $1 bill star note with your serial number, and sometimes someone's going to list your serial number on there. Simply buy it for $10 to $25 $20, even if it's more, it's worth it. Because if you have an exact match of your $1 bill, these bills are worth a ton of money. So what do you need to look for? 2013 District of New York with the B district seal on the left-hand side. And also it needs to be a star note at the end of the serial number. Those three things, if you find your duplicate, you're sitting on some really good money. $5,280 for this 1977 $1 bill with multiple printing. So you can see here the back of the bill is normal with the first print. The second print is absolutely normal. The third print, however, you can see the district seal on the left and the district numbers in the 4 locations around the bill have multiple printings on it. So with an additional Dallas district overprint. So really cool error here. It's something you really don't see ever. Very uncommon, but it sold for $5,280. So next time you see a $1 bill with weird folds, creases, or missing parts of the print, don't assume it's just damage. These kinds of errors can be extremely collectible, and the value could honestly surprise you. Drop a comment down below if you ever found a note that looked really weird, or if you hope on finding one in your change at some point soon. We hope you enjoyed the video, guys. We will see you in the next one.